Christy Eve to the past pupils of the Valley National School and their friends and families who have gathered this evening in Cleveland. The organising committee of the centenary celebrations were delighted to hear of this gathering and have put together this short presentation to show you some of what is going on and maybe rekindle some memories. The current building actually opened on December 16th, 1914, and we will be doing something to mark the event on that day. January 3rd, a beautiful clock was unveiled at the front of the school. This was an idea from Anne Lavelle, and it is a symbol of times past and of times to come. A great crowd attended, and it was followed by a social evening of food and music. Events that are planned include a sports day in the Valley Sandybanks on May 3rd. Then our centenary dinner dance take place on Sunday, May 4th in Oston Ilan Akla, better known to you all as Alice's. If you would like to send us recorded messages, we would be delighted to show them to the guests on that night. Videos or emails can be sent to valleyprincipal@gmail.com. If you want to see what's happening or what has happened, have a look at the Valley National School Centenary page on Facebook. Is the open weekend at the school on the first weekend in August. Archbishop Michael Neary will celebrate Mass at 2 p.m. on the Saturday, and this will be followed by an exhibition of photographs in the school. The school registers and roll books will also be available for viewing on that weekend. If you want to share any photographs you might have, We will be delighted to put them into the display. Also planning a centenary book, which will be launched on the last weekend in October. We would love to include your memories about your days in the Valley School. We will be pleased to publish them in the book. It would be great to have a perspective from people who have travelled far from the Valley to Gort area. The Valley Band reunited and marched and played on their traditional route around the valley on Sunday last. Music practice has been ongoing since Christmas, and we were delighted with the huge turnout on the day. So on Sunday, a Mass of Remembrance was held in the Valley Church. In this Mass, we remembered all those who attended the Valley School and who have gone there to their eternal reward.
And the Valley people, I welcome you all here today, this Mass of Remembrance. I welcome especially the Valley Band and also anybody who has travelled to join us. At the beginning of this Mass of Remembrance for deceased past pupils, I will invite some people to bring candles to the altar as a symbol of those who are no longer with us. First, representing the decade 1914 to 1924, when our great uncle Frank was a pupil in the Valley, I asked Michael Gallagher to bring up the first candle. Now representing 1925 to 1934, I call Aidan McFadden. Aidan's father, Pat, attended the school at that time. Next, I invite Rose Lynchon to bring up the candle for 1935 to 1944, when her father Tommy was in the Valley School. Now Vincent Gallagher brings up the candle for those who attended with Vincent between 1945 and 1954. Next, Martha Sweeney brings a candle for those who were in the school from 1955 to 1964. A candle to the altar representing the decade 1965 to 1974. Now, Brian Lynch will bring the candle for the decade 1975 to 1984. We would like also to congratulate Brian and Grace Ann on the birth of their twin girls recently. Alison Beasley brings a candle for the period of 1985 to 1994. As we are now entering the new millennium, and from the decade 1995 to 2004, we have Alba and Emer Beasley to bring the candle to the altar. We'd also like to congratulate Alba and Emer and their friend Catherine Gallagher on the recent success in the Young Scientists exhibition in Dublin. And finally, James Farley, the current chairman of the Board of Management, brings the last candle. James has been chairman of the board for the last 10 years.
And now, for a moment, before we continue to celebrate this Mass, we think of all the deceased. We think of the deceased all the way through all the different years. We think of them now for a moment in silence in prayer.
now. I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows way up in the sky. In the morning sunrise when all the world is new, just look for me and love me as I have loved you. Time for me to leave you, but I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows high up in the sky. In the evening sunset when all the world is through, just look for me and love me, and I'll be close to you. It won't be forever. The day will come, and then my loving arms will hold you, and we meet again. Time for us to part now. We won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows shining in the sky. Every waking moment and your whole life through, just look for me and love me, and I will love you. And wish me to be near you, and I'll be there with you.
Good evening to you all. I'm Martin Gallagher and I'm Chairman of the Valley School Centenary Celebrations. We have put together a series of events to try and celebrate the 100 years of school life here in the Valley. It has been a focal point for quiz drives, meetings, Christmas trees erected each year by the community. The sights and sounds of the school children playing the yard is enjoyed by all who pass by. We were delighted here that you yourself in Cleveland were coming together to try to celebrate your own school days and talk about them. We hope you all have a great evening and hopefully we'll see some of you later on in the year.